A vibrational cleanup, part 2. Feedback helps you to learn and understand the signals and symbols that are received and experienced as a normal part of the learning process to experience. Talk to the inner you, call it your spirit or essence if you like, or even the magician within. Our humanity lies beyond the boundaries of our body. This state of superconductivity is like having all your channels open so that all messages, especially those you can't see or hear or receive. And ultimately, it is overriding the power of your own thoughts and using it to create your reality. So, what's happening is you're experiencing more negative emotions more intensely now as time goes by. You know what you want even more now, yet you refuse to change your focus. You allow yourself to feel pain and confusion just for the satisfaction of acceptance of others. You see it, you don't like it, and you ask for improvement, which you don't make. Then you see it again. You ask for more improvement, which you don't make. Then you see it again, and you ask for more improvement. So guess what? This very person is causing expansion in you that you're not taking. Now you say to yourself, if only they would just be different, I'll feel better. But that's such a conditional way of living because that puts the responsibility on everybody else to change and no responsibility on you, who is the only one who can adjust your vibration. Change your vibration so that you can interact with different aspects of them because you know very well there are positive aspects in there. Because even when you decide, oh, I'm going over there, you still end up going back from where you just came from. And when you go over there, this new place, because you couldn't go over there, the old place, because they're over there, then you resent not going over there, the past place. And even though you went over there, this new place, you took your resentment about not going over there, the old place, with you. But you don't mean to compound the vibration, but you still do. Compound meaning a thing that is composed of two or more separate elements, a mixture of negative things that you don't want. So clearly, our resistance through focusing on a good feeling thought will open up a path of least resistance to what you're wanting. And the next time you have an encounter with this person, your vibration won't include the vibration of that person because you have been focusing on you. And so, law of attraction won't put you in the same space, even though you might be in the same close space. You know why? Because your inner being always have your back. Your inner being will not allow you to become attracted to vibrational frequencies that you don't resonate with. When you focus more on you and your vibrational frequencies, your experiences are way different within the world. Not only with just that person, but with everyone. Now check this out. When you deactivate resistant vibrations, you move around in different ways. You have different encounters with your own mind. You have different encounters with others who are thinking different things. like peculiar thing. Everything in your world is affected by the vibrational countenance of your being. And before you know, that discomfort is so deactivated within you. Now, this is what I call a beautiful daze. It will one day be as difficult for you to stir up the stuff you don't want. And as it feels like it in these days, it won't be as difficult for you to release anymore. But it's way easier when you got the leverage and the assistance of your inner being who loves this terrible person. Your inner being can find no fault with this person. Your inner being does not want you to need to live a conditional life in order to feel good, because a conditional life is a narrow life. There are so many things out in the world that you don't want, and if you ran and hid from every one of them, you would stay home all day and every day. So, you might want to ask yourself, why is it that I'm willing to go out and encounter that vibration? It must not be that terrible, or I've grown an endurance to it. In other words, I'm so habitual in these thoughts that they don't even feel off to me. My negative thought about this person is so normal to me that I'm not recognizing the subtle vibrations of love that is reaching to me at the same time. Feelings of negativity, even if they're justified, are still you battling you. You're just using somebody else as the excuse. Always stay vibrationally up to speed with your desires. If you don't know if you are allowing, you can tell by two ways: how satisfied you are along the way, and if you are not resisting the evolution of your own desires. You'll feel satisfaction even if it's not manifested. And the other way is how long it takes. If there are things that you wanted, or if there is something that you've wanted for a long time, and it continues to not manifest in the fullness in the way you want it to, well, that is an indication that your habit of thought is contradicting your own desires. It is easy to understand why that would be so, because so often you are giving your fullest attention to what has already manifested, meaning to what has previously happened or what is the current situation. conclude this segment, I would like to leave you with this. Be ye imitators of divine self. How would I imitate my divine self? My divine self calls things that are not seen as though they were seen, and the unseen becomes seen. Man is made or unmade by himself. In the armory of thought, he forges the weapon by which he destroys himself. He also fashions the tools with which he builds for himself heavenly mansions of joy and strength and peace. By the right choice and the true application of thought, man ascends to the divine perfection. By the abuse and wrong application of thought, he descends below the level of the beast. Between these two extremes are all the grades of character, and man is their maker and master. Just as a gardener cultivates his plot, keeping it free from weeds and growing the flowers and fruits which he requires, so may man tend the garden of his mind, weeding out all the wrong, useless, and impure thoughts, and cultivating toward perfection the flowers and fruits of the right, useful, and pure thoughts.